Welcome back, basketball fans. Welcome back. So, Kenya just got their sweet revenge against Egypt. Remember, there was a game that Kenya matched up with Egypt. This game was decided by 1 point. Egypt 14, Kenya 13, and this was the game that Kenya somewhat blew a lead. The team Nyati blew a lead in there, but in the end, we were able to get a sweet revenge, especially in this game. And I'll just be doing a watch along. And before we start, please be sure to subscribe to the channel, hit the bell so you get notified on every video I post. And yeah, man, without further ado, let's just get into it. So this game, just watch it frame by frame because I just found it very entertaining. It was quite back and forth, especially down the stretch. And even in the first possession, as you can see, Kenya with that death lineup of Medina, Marianne, and Lisa, that trio has been able to do wonders, especially in 3x3. When they play together, everything just clicks in there, and rebounding is sorted, inside drives are sorted. Mary Lisa can be able to hit that shot, especially when it matters. You can see Marianne just starting the points in there. Lisa just picking up her defender, and a shot by it was a miss shot by Egypt, but man, you could just see first points on the board, first points in the game. Kenya just lay claim to that, because there are other times I've seen the women play. In the Algeria game, I saw the first play was just a killer play, just finding a way. You can see that as an interception. Those passes would just look so telegraphed, and they just look so predictable. So man, that interception wasn't that great. Then Egypt just driving in. Medina, what are you doing? What are you doing in there? Oh man, she's actually quite slow in FIBA, I feel, because man, if you look at the bump and grind that she's had to endure, you can see her legs are not that she's not able to move quick in her legs. And you can see that deflection in there. They're putting a lot of, I can say, miles on their feet, because they are always moving. 3x3 is just closed, and you're supposed to be able to be on the move and be able to perform, especially at the half court. You might not run the full court, but you could just see the players trying to find their footing in there. Nice pass from Mary Lisa to Medina, and she's able to knock it down inside there. Those inside shots, man, but that defense in there wasn't that good. You could see we're giving up some points there. Mary Lisa wasn't able to make that layup. And Egypt 3, Kenya 2 in 1 minute played, and Kenya has already one foul. So this was actually quite good, especially starting this game. I saw that game against Egypt where we had 5 fouls in 4 minutes, so really hampered us defensively. You can see Egypt number 44 is just knocking down those threes. She missed it, and a rebound going to Kenya. Team Nyati. Ashley being great all through, especially outside shooting has been sensational in there. And I must say, those shots when they mattered, they just fell when they mattered a lot, especially down the stretch. And you could see the communication in the team. This game, they were in sync, not like the previous one. There's some point, especially down the stretch, you could see they're not communicating as much. Egypt recovered the ball, going in for that layup, got denied, just hit beneath the rim. So that was crazy. Ashley, she has it, she's going in. Medina, she misses it, but she just folds it up with a rebound, and she just gets it in there. So tying up the game to 3 apiece. 8:14 played. Egypt, they missed that layup, which was actually pretty good. Ashley, sometimes she can stumble and be flaky with the basketball, but this one, you could see she was able to gather the ball. You could see kind of misdribbled in there, but Medina, her size, it was a quick mismatch. Number 44 outside, so she's just able to get it in there. Egypt, they got the ball in there, just trying to get that inside shot. Medina is just tall in there, and man, she just needed to grab that basketball. You could see it's, man, she was able to grab it, and Kenya and Egypt are tied at 4 piece. But man, these refs, I mean, I've seen a couple of instances where like the refs somewhat miss the calls, and they don't even have like the decency to be like be able to like call the game pretty well. So I've seen that a lot of times, and man, it's quite upsetting. Marianne, she has it in there and she makes it. I mean, her production down the stretch has been great, and she's been top quality, especially inside. She has not like missed a shot in there. Because see, number 44 sinks the three and ties the game at 5. Marianne, she has the ball in there and she makes the tough shot. I mean, she's been awesome. She's been awesome, especially inside. One player that you can really count on, especially even having Medina in there when she's playing alongside Medina and she's able to like get her spots up pretty well, especially inside. She has decent footwork. She's able to get inside there real quick, and utilizing her inside has been one of the best things that can happen for the team. But one thing that I don't understand with this, I don't know why Ashley like settled for the three, especially when there's no one rebounding it. So you could see clearly both players are playing at the perimeter, and when Ashley just hoists this ball up, there's nobody there to go get the rebound. So you can see the Egyptian players are placed inside in a way that they'll get that possession, especially when it misses, which it does, and they're able to like grab that possession even when they let that ball go out. So one thing I've seen, especially when it comes to 3x3, you need to find a way to like, when you're shooting the basketball, make sure there's a person who's just right there to rebound, and having either Medina or Marianne inside there would be very advantageous down the stretch. Because if you can hoist up a 3 and you can shoot a 3 and hit it, that's great. But if it misses, you should have like a player there to be able to rebound it. Number 44 has been killing, especially from deep. Even the previous one, nice fake by Lisa, and Medina there fighting for the rebound, but she's not able to grab it. Egypt retained possession, and I mean that footwork. That footwork was. I would say it was just great for the Egyptian side. Look at that, just turning in there, and at the time number 44 was going up the peak of the shot. You could see Lisa was just a mile off, and she couldn't be able to like stop it. So yeah, just ended up like that. And Egypt, they've had their moments. In Team Kenya we've had our moments in there, and we've been able to at least, keep up with the pace, because as much as we are firing our shots and that we are hitting them, also the other team is also gathering some ways to be able to like score the basketball. But our front court players, Marianne has been excellent, Medina has been excellent, especially rebounding. The only slight thing that I've seen from Medina that is different from Marianne is her positioning, her feet, and also like grabbing that ball. It has not been the greatest, but it's enough to get the job done. It's always about making the right play, especially in 3x3. On my time just checking out 3x3, it's always making the right play, because every possession matters, and finding a way you can be able to like consistently like find that go-to person and having some go-to plays in there, and not playing like you're trying to not have like somewhat of a systematic way to go about it, really sometimes can really hamper your progression. But you can see the Kenya, we have possession in there, and Mary Lisa, she passes it into Medina, and it's a foul. You could see it was almost a mismatch, because Medina is clearly bigger and she's clearly like taller than number 44 for the Egyptian side. She's able to like draw that foul easily, and going to the line and making them is what really counts. And she makes that free throw, putting us 1 point up. And Egypt, nice reverse layup. I mean, Egypt had its moments. I've seen this a couple of times when we were playing against Egypt, Algeria. You can see that nice layup. Just trying to find Marianne in there, and Marianne, there was a lot of pressure and a lot of heat going in there, so it's a foul. I mean, she doesn't miss. She rarely misses it, especially when going inside. But That one she just clearly was fouled. If she was able to like gather pretty well, she'll be able to like score that. But given the situation, she knocks down that free throw, and in a tie game again, Egypt, Mary Lisa just gets beat, but Egypt just blow that that layup. And them blowing the layup is actually pretty good because at least they're not scoring that basketball. So if they don't score and on those looks, it's a good thing for us because if they did, it would have been it would have been crazy and hectic, especially trying to play catch up with a team of Egypt's caliber. Medina, she goes in, she shows some pretty good footwork in there from a pass, especially from to start. Like Mary Lisa, she finds Medina good footwork. Now this is the type of footwork that we need. There's a type of footwork that we need in there, and I'm actually pretty impressed because look at that, going in slowly. She knows her pivot foot is her left. She makes sure to turn in there, and by the time the defender is trying to try to alter that shot, Medina, using her size, using her poise, she's able to like throw that ball up and just banks it in. And those are the type of plays, and those are the type of like moves that honing, especially playing in 3x3, are what is needed. And that rebound, Marianne, the death lineup is still back on. You can see Medina, she's wide open for the free throw, and she breaks it. But man, she's just been great, especially in this game. That's a blown layup. Lisa, she has it. She goes for the three. She misses. But looking at the way like down the stretch, Lisa just turned up. She was able to like do a lot of things, especially in there. You can see that corner three was costly. That's 2 points, and it just ricocheted. That ball just bounced like 4 times. It just went in. Medina going in there, Marianne, and man, that's a nice pass in there. I mean, it's time to like grab hold of this game. See Egypt, they're trying to drive in, those two hands in there, and that defense. I mean, you have Marianne and Medina in there. Nice, actually quite difficult. I mean, it's a turnover. That's a turnover in there. I mean, it's crazy. But overall, like, man, that pass was just hot. She couldn't even be able to catch it. And we are up 1 point, so every like point we were supposed to like make sure to make it. And Egypt, they break another three. Lisa, she has the basketball in there, and Marianne, she has trying to walk inside. And I feel she throws a foul, and it's a substitution. Ashley checks in, but Marianne has been great. She has been awesome. Team Kenya, we're just making strides in the right direction. I was talking about this in a previous video, like mentioning like half-court offense is what Kenya needed. If you're able to like work, especially making sure to be able to like score the basketball pretty well in half-court sets, playing in 3x3 becomes a lot easier, and also 5-on-5 it just has a ripple effect. See Egypt going in there, nice layup by number 44. She has been killing us, especially from deep. You can see Medina, she's not able. That's a tight, like that shot was too tight, and Ashley just gives her the ball. That shot was too tight. She was not able to like get it in, but anyway, it is what it is. 4:49 left in regulation. Kenya and Egypt are tied at 10 apiece. And the good thing I like about this game, Kenya did not foul, like carelessly foul. We only had one foul at the time, and just having that discipline on defense, making sure to not get too physical to the point where it's hurting your defense. This is one thing that I liked. You can see Ashley going in there. She drew that foul. She has a chance to go to the line and make it, and she doesn't make the free throw. But you can see Medina, she just cleans out that board. It's all good. It's all good, man. Like going in there, just finding good positioning, just finding some good positioning in there, and just making sure to get that ball in. Egypt, they got this. Number 44 releases a three, no good. It's even number 10, not even number 44. So even I'm not number 11, so I'm not even worried if that ball will just, I'm not even worried when she's shooting because, man, there are players you're not supposed to let to shoot, like number 44 from Egypt. There's the game that Kenya played against Egypt, that ball just went in quickly. And when she just had that quick release and she was able to score like back-to-back baskets, and that's a foul. This is the second time Kenya is fouling, and got the rebound. Ashley, she has it, trying to pass it back to Medina, but it just looks so predictable, and that caused the turnover. Egypt going in, the shot, and and they hit it. That's 2 points. No, Egypt is up by 1 point, and we were up by 1 point. Oh man, Marianne, she's not able to convert. Medina, she just gets I mean, grabbing the ball like that is actually quite difficult. And bam, Egypt kind of just played us. Look at that possession. I mean, faked left, passed it behind, faked the shot, and just looked for that three, but went in just for the layup. So I can say that it was just a good play. That's a very good possession, especially coming from Egypt. Ashley, she has the ball in there. Marianne, it's a foul. It's a foul in there. So Egypt commit yet another foul, and they're up 2 points. Right, it was a good game. You can see, man, that was clearly a foul by number 11, and she just went into that airspace of Marianne. And the thing that I like about this is like the approach that we have on defense. Okay, we have had like some moments where we've not been able to like defend the basketball, but you could see like we're pretty patient when you're trying to like play defense as a unit, not like everyone like playing their own like style of defense. And this is what has led to this point, because the fouling number has number of times fouling has reduced. So just focusing on how can we be able to like score it efficiently and just play basketball the right way, and just having some good discipline on defense. So that's a very good thing, because in the previous games I've just seen a lot of fouling and it really costed us in the end. So I'm just happy to see Team Kenya just adjusting in there pretty well. But you can see Egypt are just going in and just trying to fire on all cylinders, and they turn over the basketball. Mary Lisa, she has the ball in there, gives it to Marianne. Marianne just walks inside, man. But you can see the cleanup. It was just quick cleanup action. This was actually quite impressive, because you can see Lisa, she passed the ball to Marianne. Marianne was trying to find like if there was anyone open for that shot, but you can see her defender wasn't able to like stand on guard really well. But that defense was pretty good for it, especially coming from number 44 from Egypt. But the cleanup by Marianne, just knowing like when that shot got released, she was able to have that quick step, and before even the defense set, she was able to like clean that up beautifully. And those are the things that when you see them, you just like it when it happens. But man, I mean, she got crossed. She got crossed up pretty fast by number 4. You can see that quick step number 4 had, and that cross, but she's not able to convert in that, so she just kept chipping away. And Mary Lisa tries the 3 and just goes out. 250 left, but you can see like that cross was just killer. It's just that she went for the reverse, but it was quite short because it hit the front iron. She just went for that reverse layup in there, but it's all good. You see, but that defense that we had, especially starting this possession, was crazy, because look at this. Ashley is supposed to be defending. She just gets a quick blow by number 11, and you can see there was not like that good like help defense coming from Mary Lisa and Ashley. That was like mismatch in there, so it was quite difficult for her to like defend that layup, and it just went in. And adding on to the points tally for Egypt, 14 Egypt, 12 Kenya. So it was actually pretty it was actually pretty insane, that sequence. Lisa, she has the ball, finds Marianne, but man, that pass was too hot, and it drove the foul. You can see like there's some bit of frustration going in there between Mary Lisa and Marianne. So hopefully hopefully like it will not like be repetitive, especially in the games that followed, because man, I mean, look at how she got fouled. She just got like, this is like the third to fourth time of just seeing her like being in those situations and just getting smacked around. And honestly, they should have called at least 2 free throws, because I felt like that wasn't that wasn't right. But anyway, here's what it is. The officials can do whatever they want here. But Kenya just did not relent, and this game was just like we're just on striking distance, and it was just a couple of possessions, a couple of stops, and you'll be able to get back at it. We have possession of the basketball. Lisa, he's goes in for the jumper, he rims out. Egypt, they have possession of the ball and himself for that mid-ranger, but Medina is there just to grab the rebound. Lisa, she's just, in that death lineup is Vaxi. Ashley has gone to the bench, and we have Medina, Marianne, and Lisa. So that's the lineup that you could see like they know, and they have played significant games together. So at this point, the chemistry is there. We can see number 11, that quick step, and this is one of the things that I've seen. This is the second time Mary Lisa is getting crossed up by number 11. You can see the patience that number 11 had, and if you look at this thing closely, you can see Mary Lisa, her feet were not like on threatening position, especially like to be able to slide on defense, and that's why number 11 was able to like have a quick blow by and dribble so hard left. And her missing this layup was her fault, because she was not able to like have some like composure finishing, but that's a good move all around. But you can see Mary Lisa, she capitalizes on that and she scores 2 points. That's a deep 3, but it's 2 points here. So yeah, number 14, she tries to go in, results in a steal, and it's a foul, and they whistle it as a foul. But you can see like Mary Lisa, she hit a big shot right there, and it was actually pretty good when I saw this, because in the previous games she was not able to like hit that shots. They hit that type of shot, especially down the stretch when she was attempting it. It's a free throw for Marianne. She breaks it, and it's 2 free throws. It's 2 free throws. We needed to make every single point so you can be able to like get to that win. And the free throws, she wasn't missing any free throws, but she missed that one. But majority of the time she's gone to the line, she's been making those free throws. Number 4, again you can see Mary Lisa just getting blown by there, and Egypt, they score a 2 of their own and cutting the lead to 1 point. And our lead just keeps going away. Like you can see the 2 points that we scored in our free throw, it just changes up real quick. There's no point where we're able to like stick to a lead like that. But Egypt 16, Kenya 15, and that's a big shot right there. Those are the types of shots that, man, just change up the whole game. But I'm just happy to see this team. Then we have Medina, she just goes in there. Mary Lisa, Medina pass, that connection has been excellent, especially to start the possessions. And they tie it up. Kenya 16, Egypt 16. At this point, we're just in striking. It's just like finding a stop and being able to like rebound in there, and also like box out, like the way I've had a lot of like shouting when I put up the sound and start listening to the game. I just hear a lot of box out and a lot of Swahili in there. So yeah, communication is there. But I am so happy to see this. this at this point, I just knew something might happen, and that was just bound to happen. What is that? What is that? What did I just see? At this point, it's just guesswork. Look at this. Number 44. She went like for the spoon move, but she almost fell, and she just released the ball as the shot clock expired. Mary Lisa, she goes in. She can't hit the three, but we still recover it. Medina, she goes in for the floater. Marianne grabs it, gets blocked again, but she's able to recover it, and she's able to like get that ball in. It's 41 seconds. The time is just running down. 17 Kenya, 16 Egypt, and they make it, tying up the game. Kenya, Medina has the ball. Mary Lisa goes for the three, banks it in. Like I said, like there were a couple of shots that when they were that she took, especially down the stretch, that gave us the result, the end result, like the win. So she had like Mary Lisa had like two like 3-pointers, so that's 4 points in there. So she was able to like cut that lead and help us get to the win, which was actually pretty good. And a rebound in there, it's just pounding the clock down. It's just pounding the clock. You could see Medina, she was not able to make it, but she was able to make it, and they try to call the timeout, but the refs just keep saying play on, and it's game over. They missed that. They make it. I don't know why they missed that timeout. I didn't say I missed that shot, but they missed that timeout because you can see clearly Egypt were looking for that timeout. I saw this, then I was like surprised, like why didn't the refs like just issue that, just give that timeout when they had it? But it played to our advantage, and Kenya just capitalized on it. You can see number 44 is calling for the timeout, but as the time ran down, they hit that last shot, it went in, and at that point it was game ball. And man, it was just pretty fun and exciting, I must say. Just watching this, just rewatching it, it's just epic, and they just represented us. The ladies just represented us pretty well. That this team, Ashley, Lisa, Marianne, and Medina, have been sensational all through, and I've just enjoyed just chopping it up, just talking about the game. And man, this game was just epic. It was just epic, man. I just had a lot of fun just watching this, and I must say we're just making steps the right direction, and the women are playing way better than the way the men are. I know the game and the gameplay is different, and the way like we're attacking like the game is different both for men and women, but you can see like some structures coming in on the women's side, and they're able to compete heavy with these big teams. But on the men's side, I know the competition is thrice or even 5 times as difficult, but you can see some glaring differences, especially in the mentality they're going to the game. So yeah, the women, they have been awesome, and they have just played pretty well, and they have just shown they're very good. And that trio of Lisa, Marianne, and Medina, I mean, that experience they gathered, especially playing in the Hammamet games, is really paying off right now. And end result 20 Kenya, 19 Egypt, and it was just awesome, man. I'll just follow up with a couple of videos. I know I've tried looking for stop 2, but it's apparent like FIBA 3x3 had some copyright issues. I've tried reaching out to them through email, DMs, no reply. I'm not sure if that video is gonna come back up, but man, it's crazy at this point. I really wanted to react to Kenya versus Tunisia and also Kenya versus Algeria, but yeah, I'm not sure. But I'll react to I'll make some couple of reactions talking about these games that are going to happen today in stop 3, and please be sure to tune into that because it's just going to be awesome. So if you guys like the video, make sure to leave your feedback down in the comments on what you think, and I'm out. Peace.